This is the Saluda River, the not-so-well-kept secret that flows through our own backyard here in Pickens County, and it's up to us to clean it up. Saluda Dam, one of 10 dams across this river, is located just 15 minutes out of Greenville along the appropriately named Saluda Dam Road. This is a popular fishing spot for many in the area. It is also the beginning of the most easily accessible and commonly run section of this river. Just past the dam is the railroad bridge. It can be quite an experience paddling under the bridge when a train is crossing. The water underneath is littered with bits of scrap metal that have fallen from the bridge, creating a dangerous area below. Trash is a serious issue on the Saluda River. Not even 10 minutes on the water and I'm already finding bottles floating along the banks. Recently, a tubing company has opened along the river, bringing with it much more river traffic as well as much more garbage. Abandoned tubes now dot the banks, joining the piles of trash already collecting in the pools and eddies along the river. The river runs right through the backyards of many Pickens County residents. The river belongs to the people who live along it, but sadly enough, so does much of the trash. It is up to us, we who spend our time watching and floating along the water, to take care of this river. All walks of life are connected by the river snaking through their backyards, so it falls on us to do our part to preserve this waterway. The heavy rains this year have taken their toll on the river itself. The river has been flooded beyond its banks many times this season, and downed trees now litter the river. Paddling the river at this height brings new dangers with it, as the banks are all but gone and new trees block known routes through the rapids and shoals. Here we see the Saluda River Yacht Club, the newest addition to the riverside. They began a tubing company at the beginning of the summer, which has brought both revenue and problems to the river. The river traffic has increased, which could be beneficial if more people see the state of the river and seek to help clean it. But the increased traffic has also brought many problems, as pop tubes now become commonplace to see hanging on trees. The section from the dam to this takeout is now becoming much worse than it was before, primarily due to the new presence of tubers along the river. And at last I reach dry land. At this height it is much too flooded to be of much use getting at the banks of the river to collect trash. It's time to begin the haul to the road and call my ride. I decided to call my friend Jeremy, who lives just down the road from this particular takeout, and see what he has to say about cleaning up the river.
Alright, my name's Jeremy Underwood. I'm from Walhalla, South Carolina. It's in Oconee County. I guess growing up in Oconee County, we're pretty much surrounded by water. Got rivers and lakes on all sides, so you kind of generally tend to gravitate towards the rivers or lakes at least 8 to 9, maybe 10 months out of the year. So Chattooga River is kind of real clean, and I'm used to everybody kind of respecting me to a certain extent, keeping them clean, the community that lives around the rivers and lakes anyway. And getting to Greenville and seeing this river, it just tends to be a little more dirtier than I'm used to, and so, you know, within the first couple of times down the river, noticing all the trash, tended to feel morally obligated to pick it up. So creating a foundation or some awareness would help the ecology.
And that's exactly what we intend to do. By going down the river in small crews of 3 or 4 boats tops, we can clear out this river very quickly and very easily. And not to mention, it's quite fun to float down the river.
Yeah, it would take a lot to create a large-scale cleanup. So, I mean, if you can raise enough awareness to the people that travel on the river to pick up a little bit as they go down the river, it would help a lot. And maybe the people that live on the river would follow suit and help keep it that much cleaner. And, you know, in the future, it would potentially be quite a beautiful river, being this close to town and all, and get used twice as much and enjoyed twice as much as well.